where all the cool kids are. What? Good Lord. We're almost out of chairs. Remember we started, I said, Dale had this great idea. And I was like, I think I have like 4 friends that would come. She's like, I have 4 friends. I mean, if there's 8, right? What's up? Oh my gosh. So it's September, right? Summer's over and everybody's gearing up. We're back into it, and here we are. We're so happy to see all of you, and I think we fit, right? I think we're okay. Everyone has a chair. No one's squatting on the floor. Maybe you are by choice, because you didn't exercise today, or. So I love this time of year, right? But it's supposed to be getting a little cooler. Kind of tired of the heat, but we get excited. You know, there's this air of anticipation. The kids are excited. Back to school, all that new office supplies. I don't know if you have an office supply thing like I do, but I love so many notebooks, right? And like, where did I write that deep thought? Was it in the purple notebook? No, those are ways my parents screwed me up. Okay, then, oh no, it's in the brown one. That is, yeah, no, those are only happy thoughts. So, yeah, I have a lot of office supplies. So I read a blog recently on the Soul Reporter. Maybe some of you follow that blog, and she referred to this time of year as the season of in-between. You know, you look at those mums at Jewel and you're like, oh my God, they're so pretty and full, but your containers of summer flowers are still full in bloom. You know, you wake up, if there's maybe a little chill in the air, you want to get the sweater on, maybe the boots, go to Starbucks, get like a latte, you know, but something pumpkin spicy, but then by like 3 o'clock, you've totally sweated through your bra. And you're like, it's not quite, we're in the in-between, we're not quite there yet. Your organic deodorant failed, whatever. So I'm kind of in the in-between because, you know, our lives kind of follow the seasons, and I just took my youngest to college, so I'm experiencing an empty nest for the first time. He's only been gone like 2 weeks. But that first week, man, I felt like somebody cut my arm off. I'm kind of starting to get over it really, really quickly, but I did plug the Alexa thing back in. Like one of the kids took the cord, you know that little voice thing that you talk to? I plugged that back in so I have someone to talk to. Alexa, what's the weather gonna be like today? Can I wear a sweater? So yeah, we after a laid back summer, hopefully you got you rested, relaxed. We're back at it, and we're so very happy to see all of you. So it's great to be here. For those of you that I don't know, I am Cindy Roseleaf. I'm a positive psychology coach. Right, come on up.
All right. And I'm Dale Emmett.
We look good in that photo.
Just so you know, Cindy actually wrote in the notes, we look super hot.
I did. That was for your amusement, but okay, yeah.
You don't have to stand so close to me.
Okay, so I'm done now.
Practice this, Cindy.
Right? We do.
But you're really coming back.
Oh, I am. Okay.
Okay, so I'm Dale Emmett. I don't remember if I said that, and I'm a spiritual director. And we created Everyday Deep to give women the time and the space and the creative forum and the community to seek out and to see how to live more deeply and more fully in our everyday and in extraordinary ways. We focus on the place where your everyday outer real world meets your deep inner one. Because I personally think that that's really where you find and you can live from your heart. Oops. So again, the time is the third Wednesday of every month for any of you new people. The space, we're so glad to find this new space. For you, any of you who were here last year, I thought that space was cool, that space, but again, Treehouse is awesome. This is actually, just so you know, it's an artist studio. It was started by a photographer. So artists rent this space to work on their art. They also have yoga classes, so it's a community space too. And a creative forum. So we feature real and relatable, everyday women, sharing their stories and their wisdom. And we just started last January, and we've had 5 gatherings so far and 14 speakers, and I've seen a bunch of them here tonight. And these are women doing things like following their passions, facing their fears, focusing on their soul purpose. And the intent is that each one offers something of the how and the why of their unique journey and what it meaningfully led to. So things like creative expression or spiritual growth, better health, helping others, a new vocation. And again, the hope is that we're each inspired and encouraged to live our own kind of everyday deep. And lastly, and just as importantly, Everyday Deep is a community. And Cindy and I talked from the very beginning, right, that we wanted to create a tribe that we were looking for and that we wanted to be a part of. So we hope that you feel the same way. I know there are some people here who don't know a lot of people, so I hope you'll reach out to old friends and new friends alike, because you know it's really important to us that you feel welcomed and you feel connected to the people in the program. You know, we're here to support each other, celebrate one another. So in that spirit, again, welcome to you all. And Sydney's going to tell you about the program tonight.
All right, so I referred to this time of year earlier as the season of in-between. And I think oftentimes we look at the times of in-between, you know, times when we're in a transition or the future seems unclear, as times of difficulty. But we need to remember that as human beings, we are incredibly resilient, and we should never underestimate our ability to also view the in-between as being full of possibility. So tonight we're going to hear the stories of 3 women who sought possibility and went back to school when they were in a time of in-between. Though their reasons and circumstances were different, you're going to hear common themes of perseverance, curiosity, courage, and grit. So we learn and we live, and our speakers will share their active and interesting journeys to what, why, and how they were each called to learn and to live, and ultimately to teach to others.